Hey everybody, it's Sam. This is my EDL 552 Module 5 post for campus sexual assaults. I just wanted to start off with a few of the statistics that Dr. McClure pointed out and that I have heard recently as well. In 2007, the federal government stated that 1 in 5 women report some form of sexual assault. And then also the Department of Justice wasn't as severe with their statistic, but 6 of 1,000 women report a sexual assault or are sexually assaulted. Um, I think these are statistics aren't always accurate. Several women, even men, because it does affect them as well, do not report that they have been sexually assaulted. So the reality of that is that the statistics could be much more severe. And moving on to the Chronicles reading, I picked out a few things that I thought were important to touch on and were very important to discuss in this module. It said about 90 colleges were being investigated, whether it be a survivor or the person that's being accused or suing. Some colleges question that what are their responsibilities regarding Title IX, and that includes rape. To clarify that and to make sure the institutions are taking their roles more seriously, the Dear Colleague letter in 2011 was put into effect. One thing I thought was very interesting and great to point out is that LGBT should be created equally. One of the quotes that was in there was from Eliza Bird, I believe is how you pronounce the last name. Make no mistake, transgender students are protected by Title IX, and the U.S. Department of Education stands ready to help them. That just shows that it is truly an act that doesn't affect just women, but women, men, transgender, anyone, doesn't matter how you identify, but it's going to be gender neutral to help. One of the other articles regarding alcohol had stated the first things that we hear: what was she wearing? How much alcohol did she drink? I feel like these are two questions that come up frequently, but do not have, may not be irrelevant to the case at all. Recently participated in vagina monologues last week, and one of the monologues was called My Short Skirt, stating that, what we wear is not, does not mean that we should be sexually assaulted or anything of that sort. The programming idea was that the article touched on was not focused on alcohol consumption, but rather by bystander intervention. I think this is a great idea, and I think many schools should adopt a similar program or have someone discuss this. When I was an undergrad, I saw a couple fighting, and the man grabbed her when they were walking out of the building. When I saw it, I had saw one of my friends in the process and asked her, did she see it? And her response was like, yeah, but, and then she just wanted to move on and go to dinner. So I found campus security and notified them, and they looked into the situation. On the other hand, there are some times where people are falsely accused and they did not commit the crime, but before that it's found out that it was a false claim or the wrong person was identified, they may have already been punished. The article had spoke of several people losing their scholarship and being expelled. So in theory, their rights were also violated. And as a higher education professional, I feel like I would be very empathetic if someone were forthcoming to come to me, and I would give them resources that they could use to help them. I'm not sure if Wake Tech has a specific department to help with that, so I plan to look more into that. Dr. McClure had mentioned that UNCW has CARE. It's also important to let them know that I'm an employee and I have to report the incident if I know about it. So to help if that were to happen, AAUW has great tips, encouraging education and prevention programming on campus, bring outside experts, provide training for faculty and staff, ensure that there are resources, organizing or participating in public awareness incentives, and then also making sure Title IX coordinator has the appropriate resources. And I think also knowing who your Title IX coordinator or deputy is highly important as well. Like I said, I've not encountered it since I started working full time as a higher education professional, but I have had several instances in undergraduate that I have encountered it. So I do have some experience with that. I'm highly passionate about this topic to help people that survive this. And so I made a documentary in undergrad. I'll also post that in the link for my discussion if you're interested in viewing that. It's about 6 minutes. It also gives some statistics and some insight to how we can help as well. Thanks.